Hi, it's Sara here. Today I want to talk to you about how to stick to a budget without sacrificing your lifestyle. And there's a bonus tip at the end, so be sure to stick to the end of the video. It's not what you think. I bet it's not what you think. Some of the things we can do to make sure that we do stick to our budget, because let's face it, we're always thinking that a budget is like sacrificing our lifestyle, it's compromising, and it's not good because we feel restricted. Well, a budget is anything but. Because with a budget in place, you'll know exactly how much you can spend, freely spend, without the guilt, the stress, the confusion, the shame that comes after you've spent what you couldn't and you don't know how to buckle the end of the month. So, to start us off, let's take stock. Let's see where our money is going. Where are we spending? Don't be shy, don't hold back, just be truthful. I mean, it is what it is. You can try to hide it under the mat, but you know you're not being truthful with yourself. And it's not hurting anyone or benefiting anyone but you. So you do you. You tell yourself exactly how it is. You don't have to share this with anyone else. You just have to know. And like I always say, knowledge is power. Then let's see, in all the areas that we're spending our money, which are the ones that we can cut back? Which are the ones that we can say, okay, we are overspending here? Why are we spending $300 eating out every other week? No, we cannot spend that much a month, let alone every 2 weeks. So let's cut back on that. Okay. Then what are we going to do after that? We are going to find creative ways to cut back, but still do the things we love to do and still buy the things we want to buy. Okay. So goal setting is very important here, because you have to know what you are working towards, what you are striving for, what you really want in your life. And that's going to inform how you're going to spend your money. So for these creative ways, I love eating out. It's like the best thing ever. But I cannot afford to do it more than once or twice a month. And not even every month. Let's just be honest here. So what I do is I cook from scratch. And sometimes I'm just making some pan with some cherry tomatoes, some basil, olive oil, whatever. But I light a candle. I pour myself a glass of wine or really nice iced tea. I put some music on, and that makes me feel good. And I like nice things. So I try to create, a nice ambience in my house so that I'm more motivated to do these things and that I actually enjoy them. Okay, I really like going to restaurants, but we can't do that all the time. So this is going to have to do for now. Another creative way to spend less on the things we want is, why not buy gently used stuff instead of new? For example, if I'm going to a wedding, I'm not going to want to spend a lot of money on a dress, because I'm not a dress up kind of person in my everyday life. So I'm only going to wear that dress once or twice in my life, because let's face it, if I have another wedding in 2 months or 1 month or 6 months, I'm probably not going to want to wear the same dress. So yeah, not spending a lot of money on that, but I will be spending a little bit more money on a pair of jeans, on some nice shoes, on a really good quality t-shirt, because that is going to be worn like all the time. And because it's better quality, it's going to last me longer. And another thing, do we really need to buy clothes every single month? Probably not. So just make wise choices. And that takes us into buy quality, not quantity. It might seem counterintuitive because we're trying to save money, but if you buy two pair of jeans, like really nice quality jeans that will last you for a whole year, you don't might need to be buying jeans all the time because they're just not the right fit, because they have holes in them and you don't like them anymore, they go out of style. So these are some things you need to consider. For example, having a really, really nice handbag, I love handbags, can be enough, if you have a really nice brown leather bag. So just think about those things when you are buying those items, because it can make a very big difference in your budget. Then we have to set realistic goals. We have to know how much money we're making, where we're spending it, and adjust our spending and our lifestyle to what we really want. I don't get tired of saying this, but if one of your goals is to travel more, but if you are constantly just spending your money on really nice coffee or going to restaurants or buying clothes, well, traveling is just not that important to you because you're doing everything but saving for that traveling. If you want to leave your job, well, you need a side hustle, you need to start doing something or at least exploring other things if you want to be your own boss, like I had to choose. So I'm a content creator, I create products on KDP, on Amazon that I sell, I have Etsy shops, I do coaching, I have a lot of things going on, and I've started, okay, maybe more than I should. I'm a multi passionate person, but I needed to know what I really love doing and see if it works for me, if I'm comfortable, if I'm good at it, if I like it, if I love it. Let's be honest, so that I can make money doing those things. And if you want to know more about my journey on KDP, how I got started and all of that, just leave me a message and I'll do a video on it. It's really simple, it's really amazing. Or, on content creation or becoming a coach, what certifications I got and everything, I'll be more than happy to share that with you all. So, getting back to our budget, you have to decide what's important to you. I mean, I love my job and I love going out to restaurants like we established a few minutes ago. But if you tell me that in order to be my own boss, in order to get my business off the ground, to have my own schedule, I have to give up for a short time going out to dinner, like for a whole year even. I'll gladly give up going out to dinner because creating my own business, doing this, um, empowering you and inspiring you to get out of that or to create the life you want is much more important to me. It fulfills me than going out to dinner. Well, let's just agree that I want both. I want everything. But we can all do hard things for a short amount of time. So don't be afraid to change, tweak your lifestyle, your budget, whatever it takes, as long as it's aligned with where you want to go, what you want to do with your life. And here's the last tip that I think is just going to keep you on track with your budgeting, with your goals, with living the life you really want to live. treat yourself. Each time you achieve a milestone, each time you reach that goal, each time you stick to that budget, treat yourself. But beware, yes, don't go crazy and just undo all the progress you had done by overspending on treating yourself. But treating yourself can be getting that nice coffee that you gave up for 3 months because you were really trying to figure out how this budgeting stuff works. It can be taking 2 hours for yourself with no work, no phones, and just going for a nice walk, or just read a book that you normally, if you're like, I love reading, but I find myself reading a lot of self-help books, about a lot of financial books, a lot of things that that are important for my education, and so that I can teach others. And I love cheesy romances, but I find that I don't read them enough because I don't have time. So it might be that. It might be that you just say, no, this weekend, I'm just going to read those books. I'm just going to watch that movie, whatever it is for you. And it doesn't have to cost money. We talked about that on Valentine's Day, I believe. So, yeah, just do that. Just whatever works for you. But always keep your goals and your intentions up front, because do you know which goals you are going to reach? The ones you work on. So that's how I know budgeting works, because if you stick to it, if you tweak it, if you don't give up, because let's face it, it's not going to be perfect, it's not going to go according to your plan, but as long as you're making progress, you are winning. You're a rock star. So keep going. I hope this really helped you today. And I'll be walking you through stuffing my cash envelopes next video. So stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you next time. Bye.